See, our natural tendency when our life is careening out of control is to be afraid. When your finances are out of control, you're scared. When your marriage is out of control, you're afraid. When your kids are out of control, it petrifies you, doesn't it? Yeah. When your health is out of control, you're afraid. We get scared, we get nervous, and we feel like there's nothing we can do. And you know the reason why that is? You know why we feel that way? It's because of instead of allowing God to sit in the driver's seat, we're the ones in the driver's seat. We're trying to drive our own life. We're trying to be the pilot of our life. And that's why we're scared to death, because we have no control over the matter. No control. That's when you need to say to God, God, I'm getting out of this driver's seat right now, and I want you to sit here. I want you to be in control of my life. That's when you need to yield control to God. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6 says this, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. This morning I brought another object lesson with me, this remote control. How many of you have remote controls at home? We all do, right? We love them. You know, your remote control is able to control your TV, turn it on and off, change channels, you know, be able to turn the volume up, mute it, turn it off. It's able to do all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, because we have TVs, we have DVRs, we have DVD players, we have, surround sound units, theater units. One controller is not enough. Most of the time, we need a controller that's like a universal controller that will control everything. So I want you to imagine that I come to your house and you have a universal controller for your TV, your DVR. You've got a one controller that controls everything. Your radio, one controller controls your DVD player, everything. And I come to your house and I sit down in your nice easy chair and I look over and I see your universal remote controller. And I go, oh, nice. And I start turning on the TV set. And I don't like that channel, so I change the channel. And it's not loud enough, so I turn up the volume. And then I don't like that movie, so you know what? I'm going to play a DVD in your DVD player. You won't mind. I've got the controller. I've got the power. So I'm going to go ahead and play the DVD. And it's the one I want. You're sitting there having to watch the DVD movie that I want to watch. And after a while, I get bored with that, and I say, you know what? I'm going to turn on your radio, and I'm going to listen to the country western music that I enjoy. And some of you right now are going bonkers. And you're thinking, Mark, when are you going to give me the controller? And you don't understand. I have no intention of ever giving it back to you. I'm going to sit in that easy chair. I'm going to eat your food. I'm going to watch all your movies, the movies I want to watch, the music I want to watch. I'm going to listen to it as loud as I want, and I'm going to do it for as long as I want, and you have no word, nothing you can do about it, because I'm the guy with the remote control. Now, how long is that going to last in your house? You know, the first couple of hours, God, I love my pastor, but he's starting to get on my nerves. God, I need help. I need your patience. God, bring love into my life for this man. I don't know how much longer I can take it. And I stay for a couple more hours. When's dinner? What bed am I going to sleep in? Oh, and I got the remote control that'll control the air conditioner as well. And I like it cold in my house, baby. So I'm cranking that remote control all the way up until it's freezing. I love it cold in the house. And you're over there going, oh, I can't stand this. Pastor, please give me the remote control back. I need the remote control back. And I look at you and say, it's mine. I'll do with it what I want. That's when we have now parted company, right? That's when you say, Pastor, it's time to go. Pastor, I love you, but you got to go. We're friends to the end, and this is the end. Leave. Because you're frustrated. You're angry with me. You're upset. Amen? You got the picture? That's exactly how God feels with your life and my life when we won't give him back the control of our life. God says, I want to be in control of your life. I created you. Is that because God is some kind of control freak? You know, a lot of people think that's what he is. God's just a control freak. That's all God is. No, God is not wanting control of your life or my life because he's a control freak. He wants control of our life because he knows what's best for our life. He has a purpose for your life. He has a plan for your life. And he knows that if you will just give him back control of your life, you will then begin to see and understand what that plan and purpose is. As long as you're holding on to the control of your life, you're never, ever going to understand God's purpose and plan for your life. You're never going to enjoy that. So you have to, at one point or another in your life, at some point, come to this conclusion. How's my life going when I'm in control? How's that working for you? When you're in control of your finances, when you're in control of your marriage, when you're in control of your husband, your wife, or your kids, when you're trying to be in control of everything, how's that been working for you? Listen, if you are constantly struggling with God for the steering wheel, God pulls you this way, you pull it this way. God pulls you that way, you pull it this way. You know, when two people are struggling for the steering wheel, you know what happens? You end up in a wreck. Is your life a wreck right now? Is your life a wreck? Is it totally out of control? Then just let go of the steering wheel. Let God sit in the driver's seat of your life. Let God be in control and celebrate that, contemplate that, and let God be the one who you just yield your life to and say, I'm going to cooperate with you from now on, God. Does that make sense? That's what we all need to do. Matthew chapter 16, verse 24, this is the reason why you need to change seats with God. Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. You see it? This is what it says. Anyone who intends to come with me has to let me lead. You're not in the driver's seat. I am. Can't get any clearer than that. That's cooperating with God's sovereignty. Letting God be in control of our life. Does that make sense? Here's the question. Do you need to change seats with God? Let him be in the driver's seat? Do you need to let go of the steering wheel in your life? Let God be in control of it? How do you do that? Practically, how do you do that? Well, the very first step you have to take is this. You turn to Jesus Christ and you say to him in faith, I need you in my life.